Oh my. I think I broke my chair. I'm really not that big. It is not gonna get better overnight. Hold, hold, hold. Welcome to my world. I decided that I was going to start a mini series of just shooting the breeze with you. I know I am probably someone you're like, I don't even know this chick. And you know what? That's okay. Not a lot of people do. But I will say, I've had a lot of wisdom come into my life in and out, and a lot of ups and downs I've experienced, especially in my last, I don't know, 6 years. And I feel like I have a lot to share. And I want to share that with you. And I want to be able to instill some nuggets, maybe of wisdom, advice, funny stories. I would love to bring on some friends. I would love to bring my husband on board. All these cool, wonderful things I love to bring to you. And I think I'm going to start posting on a weekly basis. So if you're interested in hearing anything from grief to love to heartbreak to friendships and everything in between, I'm your person. I've had my fair share of stories, my fair share of heartbreak, success, and joy, and everything in between. Person watches and gets something out of it, doing my due diligence. But just to get this out of the way also, I have started Invisalign, which I would be happy to share if that is something you're interested in. I am in my mid-30s and started Invisalign. And it's been interesting, but it does give me a little bit of a lisp, I guess. Doesn't really bother me. This is temporary and it will go away. However, that might get in the way sometimes of me talking. Just bear with me. Anyways, if this is something that you think you might be interested in partaking in, subscribe along. I would love to have you on board. I'm going to leave this little nugget here for you. Wisdom, advice, whatever. It's going to be on a more serious level, but I just want to share, if you are walking through an incredibly hard time right now, specifically a season of just hard loss, whether that's losing a loved one or losing a friendship, losing a job, whatever that looks like, I want to say to you today, it is not going to get better overnight. Hold, hold, hold. But the sting won't always last. And something my mom always told me when I was walking through a hardship of a season. By the way, my mom tragically passed away in the beginning of 2022. So I speak on this with a lot of experience. When you're in the thick of loss and you're just looking for something to just hold on to, and you feel like your world is just out of control and it's spinning and you don't know what to do, my mom always said, it's just so simple. Ready? Take it 1 minute at a time. And if you can handle 1 minute, move to 1 hour at a time. And then when you can handle 1 hour, move to 1 day at a time, and on and on and on. And this is something that stuck with me when I experienced a very unwanted divorce before my now husband, and something I experienced when I lost my mom. I got laid off. I have so much loss I've experienced in my life. But I will tell you, in those moments, my mind was just drowning and just, there's just so much happening, right? Being able to just take it and break it down, to not think of the next day or think of the next week or even the next year. It's just getting by to the next minute. Sometimes it's all you can handle and you have to applaud yourself. I made it to the next hour. and before you know it, you're into your future and you look back and say, I don't know how I did that, but I did do that. And it just takes time, the thought of time away psychologically, I think, and it helps you just be able to focus in the present. So, anyways, not to get super deep right away, I just wanted to shed some encouragement on someone who is walking through hardship of just loss, devastatingly, just in the midst, in the thick of loss. I just want to encourage you, it will get better. I'm not saying the hurt is going to be gone. I'm saying the sting will eventually let up and it will hurt at times, but the sting and the ache of the loss will be there in the beginning, but it does get better. If this is something you can resonate with, I'd love for you to follow along. I have way more in my noggin here and would love to share that with the world. Break some status quo and some things with grief in general that we as a culture just have no experience in sometimes. And if that's something that, again, you can resonate with, join me. I'd love to have you and talk about these things and bring on some friends that have also experienced loss and just different things in their life. On a brighter note, we are one day closer to Friday and the weekend. So hang on. We're going to get there. And I promise you, this is going to be a great time.